on you love to hate. Andrew Anderson spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain taking it over the place. I'll bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth.
Nobody can stop me now.
Good evening, social media. How we doing tonight? Oh my God, does it feel good to be back doing what I love? It is a Friday night, y'all. We got the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs on. We got the Florida Panthers taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. We got the Chicago Cubs on right now. We got the New York Yankees coming on in just a short bit. And I know I apologize for being away for such a short while. Why? Because I am moving back to one of the greatest cities in the country, and it's right here on this hat, baby. But, oh my God, it is Friday night. I figured, hey, why not take a Pat McAfee approach to tonight's episode? Let's get it on. You already know where it is, but if you don't already know, be sure to click the link in the description of this video and be sure to click the tab that says True Victory, baby. They got a memorial sale going on right now. They got their tribute to the troops, whatever you want to call it. They got K9, they got SWAT, they got nurse, they got whatever you can think of, baby. Oh my God! But hey, once you find what you have found, be sure to use code NoMercySports15 for 15% off your entire purchase. True Victory, baby. Veteran owned, veteran operated, and let them know I sent you. And now, without any further ado possible, it's time for the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. And at the end of the day, you will know whose game this is with everybody saying No Mercy Sports. Let's get into it, baby. Oh my God, am I excited for this. Let me talk to you. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And man, oh man, it doesn't get any better than this, than the best day of the week. That day being Friday, baby. Oh my God. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. And man, oh man, is it some good stuff worth talking about, baby. But hey, before we get into tonight's episode, you already know I don't do this stuff alone. I got to introduce the host with the most. He is the host of the most villainous college sports talk show you will find on social media. Here he is, baby.
I'm a bad guy, the one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain. Taking it over the place. I'll bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth.
What is going? Oh, you repping? Oh, you repping. Let's go. What's going on, Mr. Andrew Anderson?
Hey, I brought out the only flat bill I own. Well, no, that's not true. I got an Assassin's Creed flat bill. But you know, this was the hat show, the baseball show. So let's do it.
Hey, you already know. Hey, Arthur, you just need to get on our level, baby. What's going on? Hey, we're just high on life. That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's how it goes.
Yes, sir. How was your week, my man?
Oh man, I was on PTO this week. It was great. We hit up the mountains for a few days, man. I got my yard looking good. So it's been a great week.
Hell yeah, dude. And hey, I see you rocking the I see you rocking the old school Orioles, the cartoonish one that they got going on right now for the modern day. Hey, it works. I don't know how, but somehow it works.
It does. I love it. Like I said, this is the only AL hat I have. I have a couple more.
Hell yeah. But hey, I will say this, for a good portion of this show, it is going to be NBA talk. I know that, we haven't been watching NBA recently because it's essentially a joke right now, but I guess when the playoffs come to town, they actually want to decide to start playing some basketball.
Yeah, I see that. However, the ratings are still below the women's college basketball tournament. You can't put out an ass product all year and then expect people to come around in playoff time.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, with the amount of points that are getting scored in a regular season NBA game, and on top of what they do during the All-Star break, it's like, y'all are a joke.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's time for Adam Silver to roll out, if you will.
Without question. But speaking of the NBA, we got LA, we got the DEA, we got the CIA. Why? Because it don't matter, because Minnesota took the series against the Fakers in 5. Don't get me wrong. I was actually buying into the hype of what the Lakers were actually doing. Why? Because when they traded for Luka Doncic back in February, and he became healthy, it projected them into the 2nd seed of the Western Conference. Now, they would finish in the Western Conference with the 3 seed, but welcome Minnesota, who was a 6 seed going into this series.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the talk of the town was that the Lakers were down 3-1, and could LeBron pull off another 3-1 deficit and come back and win in 7? We're going to get to that in just a bit later in the episode, but for right now, unfortunately, the Lakers couldn't pull it off. The Timberwolves, let it be known who's boss. And I mean, with a guy like Anthony Edwards, we're essentially seeing a reincarnation of Michael Jordan right now. But with the Lakers losing in 5 games, is it really time for LeBron James to just call it quits and just hang it up right now?
Yeah. He's never going to catch Jordan. He's over 40 years old. I mean, call it a career. You had a Hall of Fame career. You're going to go down as a top 3 all time. It's time to let it go. I mean, you had Luka on your team. You had AD on your team. You're done. You got to play with your son right off into the sunset.
Absolutely. I mean, look, right now, you're chasing a ghost that you're never going to catch right now. The same thing that Aaron Rodgers is doing with trying to catch Tom Brady. He's chasing a ghost that he's never going to catch. Obviously LeBron has 4 championships to Jordan's 6, but right now it's like, dude, you've literally broken every record in the NBA right now. What more do you have to prove?
Right. Nothing. You have 4, he has 6. You also have 6 losses, and he has none. You're never going to catch him.
Oh, yeah.
You got to play with your son. You got 4 titles. You, like you said, you broke every record there is to break, including turnovers. I'm just kidding. Call it a day. The NBA is better off without you.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, the crazy thing is I saw on social media that he basically said, I can't imagine what the game is going to be like when I step away. Dude, the game is going to be so much better when you step the fuck away because there's not going to be any drama queens.
Yeah, I think it's going to be there's still going to be drama queens, but none to the level he was on.
Oh, for sure. And that's one of the reasons why I respect Anthony Edwards so much. Like, he is that physicality type of player, He's willing to go into the trenches and just put his body on the line.
Yeah, he is. Ant is a superstar. He's new, a new superstar, but he's for sure a superstar right now. So I say cool. I say good for him. I think he's going to be really good. However, the NBA is a broken product, and I don't see it getting any better. That's just my personal opinion.
No, I mean, honestly, I really couldn't agree more. It really is a broken product. The fact that the NBA has the in-season tournament, NBA Cup, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I mean, they are really competing. They're trying to bring in numbers when football is literally at its peak.
Right.
And it's like, dude, just no. Do not try to come up with something to try and compete with football. Let us enjoy football, and once the season is over, we'll transition into basketball. It's not that hard. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that kind of shit out.
Correct. It's a bad product.
Yeah. No, it really is. And, I mean, look, somebody needs to come in and just essentially put Adam Silver in his place.
Correct. They need to fire him. They need to get the council together, whoever's on that motherfucker, and say, hey, man, appreciate what you did, but it's time for you to go.
Oh, for sure. But, again, we're still on the topic of the NBA right now. Why? Because the Western Conference semifinals are underway, and the series between the Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves are tied at 1 apiece. Minnesota is currently riding a wave of momentum since taking out the Lakers in 5 games, but the Warriors, they are definitely in familiar territory right now. Why? Because they have been to the finals God knows how many times. With that said, could this be the year of the Wolf, or will the Warriors move on in pursuit of their 5th championship?
I don't think the Warriors can beat the Wolves. I think the Warriors are old. They don't have that.
He ain't lying.
I mean, it is what it is. No, I don't think so. I don't think the Warriors can beat the Wolves. I just don't.
Honestly, I see it like this. I think for Minnesota and Golden State, much like Golden State versus Houston, this will go 7 games, but I think Minnesota ultimately is going to come out on top.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I agree.
But, yeah, I mean, Anthony Edwards, look, I really don't agree with Stephen A. Smith much when it comes to, you know, the stuff that he has to say on ESPN First Take. But what he had to say about Anthony Edwards was straight up facts. He said that Anthony Edwards is making 200 plus million, but he is on that court playing like he's broke. I'm like, that is straight facts.
Look, you got to respect the guy who gets a $200 million payday and plays like it.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't seen that since Kobe. Not Luka.
Yep.
Not LeBron. Not none of these so-called superstars. Not AD. Not even Steph Curry play like it. Ant does. He got $200 million. He said, "You know what? They're gonna pay me like a star. I'm gonna act like a star." So.
Oh yeah. I mean, look. I will say this. Curry got paid, but he did show like, hey, I'm the greatest 3-point shooter of all time, and it's not even close.
Oh yeah, I'm not disputing that. I'm just I don't know, man. We haven't seen anybody like Anthony in a long time. Like with that fire, like that Kobe fire. He has it. He could be the next superstar. Everybody likes Luka because he's good, but he don't have that fire. Luka don't have that killer instinct.
No, he really doesn't. I mean, he essentially has somewhat of a killer instinct, but when you put him against a guy like Anthony Edwards, oh my God. Like, Ant-Man is essentially just like, hey, I want to be Jordan, you know? I want to find the littlest reasons to take personally and just ball out.
Agreed.
But yeah, I mean, look, I'm actually excited for this series between the Golden State Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Right now, they're currently tied at 1 apiece. I mean,
yeah,
Ant-Man really got injured, walked off the court, walked out of the arena into the locker room, then came back, and then the Minnesota Timberwolves tied the series at 1. Coincidence? I think not.
I think the Wolves are the better team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll agree to that. But let's move on from the Western Conference to the Eastern Conference. The Milwaukee Bucks got finished in 5 games against the Indiana Pacers. Oh, God. The fucking Indiana Pacers. An arena whose crowd was dead. Game 1 of the series. Granted, it was a day game, but God damn it, it is the playoffs, Indiana!
They jumped out to a 2-0 lead on the Cavs.
That they did.
I mean, they get their ass beat right now, but they are up 2-0.
Very true. Now, it's definitely safe to say that Giannis did everything in his power to deliver Milwaukee another championship after winning their first championship in, 50-plus years back in 2021?
Yep.
So after the Pacers just booted Milwaukee out of the playoffs, is it safe to say that Milwaukee and Giannis should move on from each other?
I I don't think Milwaukee should move on from Giannis, but I think Giannis should move on from Milwaukee if he wants to ring chase. Now, if ring chasing isn't what he wants to do, then he wants to stay with them and continuously try to make them better, then I'm good either way. Just depends on what's on his priority. Does he want more rings or is he good cement his legacy? Because he's got one, so
Yeah, and on top of that, I mean, you could literally make an argument that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is arguably the greatest Milwaukee Buck of all time.
oh, for
Because he
sure.
did play for Milwaukee.
I mean, it may be honest when it's all said and done
I'll agree to that.
if he stays.
Yes.
But we'll see how that works out for him.
We shall see indeed. But for right now, we're going to go back out west. Why? Because after an illustrious career and 5 championships, San Antonio Spurs head coach Greg Popovich is hanging it up and calling it a career. Now, it's no question that he made the Spurs one of the toughest teams in the Western Conference. I mean, look, when you think about the Western Conference, it was the Lakers and then the Spurs. Or, like, just between the two, it was literally back and forth.
Yeah.
But when it's all said and done, I mean, this dude really coached arguably the greatest big three of all time with Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili. Now, with Popovich stepping down as a coach from the San Antonio Spurs, did he cement an argument to be one of the greatest head coaches of all time in NBA history?
Yeah, sure, he's got 5 titles. He's definitely one of the greatest coaches in NBA history. I think anybody who would argue that just either doesn't know ball or they're just a hater. Popped out there, won 5 titles. Yeah, he's one of the greatest of all times.
Hey, I'll say this. I mean, look, the Admiral, David Robinson, won a ring under Pop's watch. And after that, once it became Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili, and on top of that, you're competing with the Lakers and Kobe Bryant and Phil Jackson. I mean, come on. The Western Conference with those 2 teams and those 2 head coaches was a war zone.
And a dangerous Dallas team was also out that way too. So, yeah, he coached against the best and he got himself 5. Yeah, he's top 3 for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not even close. Where San Antonio goes from here, it'll be interesting to see, but they really do have their face of the franchise being Victor Wembanyama. So we'll see where San Antonio goes from here.
Well, I know that the rumor mill is Giannis is supposed to take an offer from the Spurs. Not take it, but entertain it, listen to it.
Okay.
So, pairing Giannis with Wembley, but if you want to get Giannis over there, you have to hire a big time head coach. So,
oh, for sure. And essentially, that's like, you have David Robinson, which Wemby definitely needs to put on some muscle. If he puts on the same amount of muscle that Giannis has, oh, it's game over.
He's too big for that. I mean, when you're 7 foot tall or however tall he is, it's hard to put on muscle like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible. I don't think he needs it. In today's soft league where people can't hand check you or push you or anything like that, yeah, he can just eat. He doesn't need to get big.
That's true. That is very, very true.
Yep.
But yeah, it's no question that Popovich is easily top 3 or at most top 5 head coach of all time in NBA history.
Yeah, I got him top 3. I got him, Phil Jackson, and Pat Riley.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I will definitely give you Pat Riley for sure.
Yep. Those
Oh,
are
yeah.
my top 3.
Oh, you know what? I can't even argue against that.
Yeah, those are some legendary coaches.
For sure. I mean, you got the Zen Master, you got the Godfather, and then you got the main head coach, Greg Popovich, who essentially won championships on fundamentals.
Yep, sure did.
And if you don't believe us, just look at the 2014 NBA Finals. The San Antonio Spurs were literally playing fundamentals and made the Miami Heat look like a bunch of bums.
Yep, sure did. Because they were playing street ball. That's
Yes.
what LeBron and Dwayne Wade and them were doing. Then you have somebody like Tim Duncan. You have Manu out there. I mean, there's really not much you could do. You're out there playing street ball. You're going to miss a lot because that's just how it goes because you're constantly going fast and all that. Well, you had the Spurs out there, man. They're just passing the ball. I mean, they're running plays, and next thing you know, 4-2, it was over.
Oh, yeah. And look, I'll say this: the 2013 finals was one of the best finals that we saw in the modern day history.
Yeah.
And then once we saw the Heat and Spurs back in the finals again, oh, Popovich was like, "Hey, we're not taking this laying down. We're taking this shit personally."
Correct.
Like, hey, they're playing street ball. Let's go back to the fundamentals that we know that won us 4 championships, and let's go get our 5th.
Right. And it worked. It works every time. That's how Phil Jackson won with fundamentals. We talk a lot about the triangle offense that really did do well, but the one thing you ever notice about Phil Jackson team, the Bulls teams, the Lakers teams that he coached, that they were always playing the percentages. They were playing small ball. They were getting rebounds. They were running plays. Even Kobe and Michael Jordan, who were 2 of the greatest shooters of all time, became 2 of the greatest shooters of all time because of shot selection, running plays. That's how it works. That's why LeBron couldn't catch them because he didn't want to run plays. LeBron wanted to run down the court and shoot the ball, or it was a different beast. That's why LeBron couldn't get what Kobe and Michael got.
Oh, facts. I mean, even when Kobe and Shaq did the face-to-face interview with each other, and Shaq was like, "Were you pissed that I got 1 more than you did?" And Kobe was like, "Oh, absolutely. I know I needed to get more than you did." And that is the thing that separates Kobe and MJ from LeBron. They had that mentality that were like, "Hey, we need more. Yes, we reached the top of the mountain, but we need to show the rest of the league why we're on top of the mountain."
For sure. Yep.
But RIP Kobe, and hey, you're never going to see another player like MJ in the league.
No.
The closest that you're going to get is probably Anthony Edwards. And if you're a Chicago Bulls fan, the closest they got was Derrick Rose.
Oh,
that man, that man put Chicago on notice.
Yep. Till he got hurt, he was a special player.
Yes. Oh, my. Arguably the greatest what-if player of all time. And T-Mac is not far behind him.
T-Mac still had a pretty good career. We're going to have Zion in this discussion one day. Like, what if?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the dude cannot handle weight or maintain weight to save his life. And it was like, bro, what are you doing right now?
And he can't stay healthy? No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, it seems as though Nico might have to go from Dallas to New Orleans and then trade Zion. And next thing you know, Zion's falling out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, Zion, he's possibly the biggest bust of all time. He was supposed to be the successor to LeBron.
Yep.
Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. It was supposed to go to Zion, and it didn't happen. He just couldn't do it.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, he was showing flashes in a pan the same way that Bo Jackson was showing flashes in a pan after his hip injury.
Oh yeah, for sure. Zion, he can't stay healthy. It's just it sucks. He was supposed to be the next big thing, and then they tried to pawn it off on Luka, but he just doesn't have that killer instinct. So
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, right now, the series between the New York Knicks and the Boston Celtics is unfucking real. At the end of the series, if New York walks away the victor, we may not see Manhattan or New York in general. Like, they are just that rowdy right now, and it's insane.
well, if the Knicks pull this off, and the Pacers pull this off, we'll have Knicks. We'll have the Knicks winning the Eastern Conference. If they can beat Boston, I don't think the Pacers can beat them. I think the Cavs can, but it doesn't look like the Cavs can beat the Pacers. So who knows?
Very true. I mean, when I was in the Denver airport, I was talking with some bartenders, and one of them just happened to be a Indiana Pacers fan, and he had a Pacers shirt of Reggie Miller doing that choking thing against the New York Knicks when he scored 9 points in 10 seconds.
Yes, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, I was straight up talking with them. I'm like, yo, imagine if the Eastern Conference Finals is between the Pacers and the Knicks.
It won't be the same, but it will be something different.
Yeah, it'll be a new generation that the upcoming generation can witness. And if they want to see just how bad Knicks Pacers was, all they got to do is go on YouTube.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. They hated Reggie Miller.
Oh my God, did they ever? But hey, we got somebody backstage right now, and here he is. Throwbacks Hat King. What is going on, Terry?
What's going on?
Loving the hat.
He dropped out to Willie Stargell.
More Clemente.
I'll give you Clemente. Yeah.
I couldn't get the ends to curl up. So, yeah, I just got back from dinner. My boy just got his yellow belt.
Oh yeah, saw that. Hey, that's Uzi, man.
Yeah.
After 30 kicks, he finally broke the board. But hey, as long as he broke the board,
that's all that matters.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have. So hats off to him.
Hey, did he at least get sprinkles on his ice cream?
No, he had egg rolls.
Okay, what?
I like
egg rolls are just as good.
What?
Can I test out my glow in the dark?
You can't open it.
That's how it glows in the dark.
No, I think we'll try tomorrow. Or look at Mama. Look. There we go.
But so we were talking about some NBA talk. What are your thoughts on Greg Popovich stepping away from the San Antonio Spurs?
As a Laker fan, my opinion, he might not have as many rings to show for it, but he's definitely the greatest coach of all time, I think.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, I'm Phil Jackson, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but Phil went to two teams though, whereas this guy stayed with one team his whole time.
Yeah, but isn't that as impressive though, to do it in two different decades with two different sets of NBA rules and go into two different cities and do it 6 and then 3, bro? That man's hands are covered up in rings.
I know. He has to put that 11th one somewhere else.
I'm telling you, man.
Well, it'd be 3 decades, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be over 3 decades, sure.
Because it was the 90s, 2000s, 2010s.
Yep.
Yeah. He won a championship with the Admiral, David Robinson, in the 90s. Won championships with Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker in the 2000s, and then did the same thing, just added Kawhi Leonard to the lineup in 2014.
Another disappointment. Not that I'm disappointed in
Phil.
his game because I love Kawhi Leonard's game, but he's hurt all the time.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. And I'll say this. When the Spurs won their championship in 2014, and, I'm like, oh, I'll happily take Kawhi Leonard over LeBron James. And somebody asked me a question like, oh, if you wanted to build a team, who would you want as your centerpiece? LeBron James or Kawhi Leonard? And I confidently said Kawhi Leonard.
Are we talking about prime?
LeBron was still in his prime in 2014, 2015. But also Kawhi was coming off a championship win in 2014.
Man, you and I are good friends, but that's crazy talk, bro. To say the prime LeBron is not as good as Kawhi Leonard, that is crazy. Look, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, but the dude's top 3 all time. That's crazy talk.
Hey, the defense that he was playing, I was just like, you know what? I'm taking Kawhi because he is a defensive player and defense wins championships.
Defensively, I'll give you Kawhi all day. We're talking about overall game. Ain't no way I'm taking Leonard over LeBron.
That's fair. Yeah, no, looking back, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll probably take LeBron over Kawhi.
LeBron was a menace, bro. Like, he was a menace.
He really was. I mean, the dude literally has 4 Hall of Fame careers throughout his entire career in the NBA.
I mean, yeah, LeBron is. I got him 2 and 3, whatever you want to say, with Kobe behind Michael, and yeah.
Easily top 5 player of all time, and it's not even close.
Yeah, Kawhi ain't gonna break top 20. I mean, not because he wasn't great, because his injuries. He didn't play enough.
Yeah, for sure.
Put him over.
I would go much to say I wouldn't even put him top 25.
Agreed.
Kawhi?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
He just hasn't played enough. And it's not a knocking because I love watching him play. I'm like you, because he's the last dude that plays defense in the league. So he's fun to watch, but he's hurt all the time.
He really is. I'm not even going to argue that.
That's what happens. You got to carry all the teams you've been on.
Yeah.
Him and Paul George should have been special, bro, but he couldn't stay healthy, and neither could Paul George.
Yeah.
Same with Derrick Rose.
Yep.
Like I said, Derrick Rose, arguably the greatest what-if player of all time. And don't get me wrong,
and Grant
Tracy McGrady is not too far behind.
Grant Hill's not too far behind.
Facts. Straight facts.
Grant Hill was that dude until he got injured. Grant Hill was fighting everybody.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was in the league when the Pistons still had one of the coldest retro jerseys in the NBA.
Those teal ones?
Blue.
Yeah, the teal with like the horse on them. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Those are
cold. So I sent, when I was talking with Andrew earlier about that store I told you with all the collectibles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I found that Roberto Clemente starting lineup, but I found that Grant Hill, both styles, with the red and blue and the teal starting lineup figures.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No shit.
I was almost tempted to also get the Roberto Alomar Orioles. But
my God.
They had Cal Ripken.
You just unlocked a fucking core memory. Like, so when you said Roberto Alomar, the one thing that came to my mind was Roberto Alomar Jr.
Yeah.
When he played with the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah, after the Orioles.
Yeah. And then they had Jim Thome on that team. Oh.
Kenny Lofton.
Yes.
Omar Vizquel.
Hey, look, I'm sorry, Jim Thome. obviously Ken Griffey Jr. is easily the GOAT of like the cleanest home run hitters of all time. After him is Jim Thome.
You know, I love Jim Thome, but I wouldn't put his swing over Barry Bonds. And I know it was steroid related, but watching Barry Bonds, he still had to hit the damn ball. And like that swing was pretty. Barry Bonds' swing was pretty, bro.
I mean, he was still hitting quite a bit as a twig.
Oh yeah. When he was with Pittsburgh,
Look at Mark McGwire in his rookie year.
I mean, hey, for me, it was Jim Thome's stance.
Yeah, I love Jim Thome. I was a big Thome fan, especially when we put him out of the World Series in '95.
One that I like that was I think was very underrated was Tony Gwynn.
Ooh, that's a
goat.
yes.
No, what I'm saying is
severely underrated.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, he was like Ichiro. It wasn't flashy, but it worked. Like because Tony Gwynn and Ichiro are two of the greatest hitters of all time.
Yes, it's not even close.
Right, agreed.
Like it's like Cam Newton and Tim Tebow. It's like Cam Newton and Tim Tebow. You could literally just put either one in the 1 and 2 spot, and it just makes sense.
I mean, I'm not putting Cam Newton over Tebow. I'm not putting Frazier. So,
in honor of Tony Gwynn.
I love Tony Gwynn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Another one I like too. He was a good hitter. He wasn't known for home runs, but he could line drive the hell out of the ball. Was Larry Walker.
Ooh.
I mean, Larry Walker kind of was known for home runs, especially in his Colorado days.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I'm going all the way back to the Expo days too.
Yeah, different beast. Larry Walker also went from twig to big dude.
Yeah.
Also, I saw your comment on Facebook, like, oh, hey, you know, when you see the Diamondbacks logo, who's the first person that comes to mind? If the answer wasn't Randy Johnson, you don't know baseball.
No, man. Luis Gonzalez is the first player that comes to mind when I think of the Diamondbacks personally.
I don't speak of him because he signed with the Devil when he left with the Diamondbacks, him and Steve Finley.
I mean, look,
who comes to mind.
I'll easily give you Luis Gonzalez.
That's
why? Because look, I'm a Yankees fan, and he had that fucking blooper on arguably the greatest closer of all time, Mariano Rivera.
I still like that going away gift they gave Mariano. All those broken bats he had turned it into a rocking chair.
Oh, we're gonna get to them in just a bit.
But just like him and Steve Finley, they both had gone to the Dodgers. It's like, okay, let me ask you, Mr. Cubs fan, if you would have seen Ryan Sandberg go to the Cardinals.
Oh, my God.
No, Ryan Sandberg was gone by the time he came. You got to do somebody more relevant for him.
Sammy Sosa.
Yeah.
He leaves the Cubs to join Mark McGwire in the Cardinals, and then they go back and forth with the home run derby.
That would have been awesome.
Oh, my God. Yeah, facts. But, I mean, look, I could easily keep talking baseball with both of you guys, but we are going to take our first commercial break, and we will be right back in just a minute. Don't take that Braves hat off, because we're going to get to them in just a bit.
All right.
To hate Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I'll bring the facts whether you like it or not. dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free.
All right. Welcome back to the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. Andrew, show us the tattoo you got going on right now. Yes, sir. That's horror from arguably the greatest 90s movie of all time, being The Pagemaster. If you don't know The Pagemaster, I highly recommend it. It has Macaulay Culkin, the dude from Home Alone. It is worth the watch.
Terry said he's never seen it. Like, blew my mind. He's younger than me.
Now, we did have a discussion about this. I told him that I don't remember hearing about it. However, when he showed me the pictures and when I searched it up, I'm like, okay, I remember seeing in like commercials and stuff, or occasionally glance, but I never saw the movie itself. But I know which one he's talking about when we were talking about the what's that for Robin Williams movies, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And somehow I don't know who brought it up, but I think it was Andrew that brought it up yesterday.
Well, hey, first off, love the classic Atlanta Braves hat with the lowercase a, my man. Love it. I mean, look. Is there anything more classic than this hat right here?
I love that hat. I mean,
look, they have the uniforms that actually match it, which is even crazier.
Oh, yeah, for sure. When I was growing up, the Braves wore it every once in a while, and I love when they did it. Like, I remember it because it was the powder blue away and the white, kind of like what they wear today, is what they even had back in the 80s. And every once in a while, they throw the A on. They'd have the retro Atlanta. Man, it was awesome. It was fucking awesome.
So, obviously, what we're seeing from you right now is you have the Braves Tomahawk hat. Love it. Classic. Doesn't get any better than that right there. Now, me, I'm rocking the Miami Marlins City Connect hat, paying tribute to the 1950s, I want to say Cuban team that they paid tribute to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, look, they have arguably one of the cleanest City Connect uniforms in the league right now.
I will be getting once I find my size, but I'll be getting the new Diamondbacks City Connect one with hat soon.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, look,
I'm glad they went back to the old colors.
I was going to say, if I find a Diamondbacks hat where it has like the 2000s, like purple, gold, green, like this, but as I described it, I'm getting
I have it. It's just I ordered my head wasn't as big back then, so it was a smaller size. So my son's gonna inherit it.
Mine's the same way,
I
man.
blame. Hey, I'm giving credit to my bachelor's degree. Expanded my knowledge physically. Literally made my head grow.
Hey, yo, Arthur, what the hell?
He said, I bet No Mercy is the guy who, quote unquote, grooms the horses.
Oh my god. You know what? Not even mad. Not even mad. Oh man. But hey, before we get into some baseball talk, let's talk about football. The Baltimore Ravens have finally released kicker Justin Tucker after the allegations against him. All I can really say is it's about damn time, because the dude really had a mediocre season, and it was like it really took him up until, you know, what came out for the Ravens to hang on to him, and then just gave him the boot.
So I probably been under a rock about that story, but what exactly happened there?
Basically, he got accused of the same thing that Deshaun Watson got accused of.
That who got accused of?
Deshaun Watson.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, in any case, was this a good look for the Ravens to hang on to Tucker as long as they did before releasing him?
Oh, well, we have
to prove it.
Yeah,
That's
prove
fair.
it, and then if it's proven that to be true, let's compare it to how long they kept Ray Rice after his incident.
Ooh, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, Ray Rice punched that girl in the elevator, man, and
That he did.
that was on camera, bro.
Tractor.
It really was.
What the fuck?
Vanilla Andrew.
I guess because I don't have a cool name like Hat Guy and No Mercy.
Hey, look, dude, the hat you're rocking right now, doesn't get any more classic than that.
Oh yeah, I love this hat. Tomahawk.
Well, okay, so this next one, because I got plenty to go through here, and you're lucky, James, because I was going to start out with the 1980s White Sox away cap, and I couldn't find it.
Oh, the red, white, and blue one?
Yeah, the blue one, red brim with the C.
Oh, bet. Hang on. Hang the fuck on. I got
But
you.
before you
I got
go,
you, fam. I got you.
Hold on. Before you go, this is for you in conjunction with your Miami hat.
Oh, I love the old one.
Yeah. Hey, couldn't wait. I do want to find the home one though that said Sox that went across.
Ooh, oh my god,
Yeah,
the
the one that
Florida
says-
Marlins?
Yes. That's why I told you to wait. It was
Wow.
going to go with your Miami one.
I'm sorry, in today's modern era, this one is clean.
Yeah, I had a toss-up the other day with that. That's the day I showed you the hats I'm going to show you later, but the ones I sent on the chat.
Yeah. Man, wow. Man, I got a Florida Marlins that it's like the 25th anniversary hat or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah.
Which ones you got?
Gwinnett. Before they changed to the Stripers, the Gwinnett Braves.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, okay.
Is that
You know,
minor league or?
Yeah, minor league. Still got the Tomahawk, AAA.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
Hold on. There's a woman. There you go. All right.
Mine's in the other room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mine's in Illinois right now. She permanently moved back there, so there's that.
Yeah.
But hey, so obviously the MLB has their own minor league system. Now, about 5 years ago, the XFL was reintroduced to us. Unfortunately, it came at a bad time during the COVID era. Now, a few years later, the XFL would be reintroduced. Same with the USFL. And about a year or two ago, they would get together and form a merger, becoming known what is the UFL, the United Football League. Now, honestly, we see when it comes to the minor league of MLB, players that didn't get a chance to shine, but, they shine in the minor leagues. But, hey, if they shine, they should be called up. So should the NFL and the UFL get together and be like, hey, we, the NFL, want to make sure that you, the UFL, are minor league?
No, that's what college football is. And now it's even more prevalent because you can sign deals and switch teams. College football is the minor leagues of the NFL right now. It's 100% a business. They're going to a 16-team playoff. It is 100% the minor leagues of the NFL. The UFL is DOA, bro.
I mean, I'm going to have to disagree with that. Like, look, we are seeing players that were in the league for quite some time, but really couldn't quite shine. Case in point, Jordan Ta'amu. But at the same time, it's also like, you know what? If we draft this guy out of college into the NFL and he doesn't shine, he should be sent out to the UFL. The dude that's shining in the UFL should be brought up to the NFL.
Well, see, there's the problem there, because even the UFL's best player is probably not better than the NFL's worst player. NFL's like, we'll say, WWE SmackDown. UFL is a very botched up WCW Thunder.
Hey, look, I honestly think that, considering the UFL as the NFL's minor league system is definitely a good idea.
I mean, their average attendance is like 8,000. The average college football game is like 70,000. So,
I mean, right now, yeah, like when you compare it to teams, yeah, but if players are thriving in the UFL, they definitely deserve a second chance in the NFL.
The problem with that is you sign contracts to teams, right? And the NFLPA is never going to sign any kind of agreement that says they can take you and send you to play inferior football where you may get injured. Agents aren't going to have it. The NFLPA is not going to have it. We'll never see it. I think it's a good idea. I see what you're saying, and I like it. Get promoted, you work hard. However, there ain't no way. No agent's going to be like, yeah, go play UFL football for no reason and tear your Achilles and never play the sport again. No, I don't know. Like, we got dudes not even playing in playoffs now in college. I mean, no. I mean, Nico made the comment he's not going to play when they get to the playoffs unless he gets paid per game. And UCLA, sorry, bro, UCLA signed him. It's crazy.
Which one?
Nico.
Oh, and we got his brother back from Arkansas too.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Okay, you know what? I will tell you this. I will say this. I was like, not exactly happy at first, but then I look who our previous quarterback was. The guy looks like he rather spend time cosplaying Zelda than be an actual quarterback.
I'll be real honest with you. It ain't gonna matter if he don't play.
Well, he graduated anyway. He was an undrafted free agent somehow, and I think he went to the Patriots. Ethan Garbers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Let's put it this way. I wouldn't even have taken him in the UFL.
No.
Damn. All right. Well,
I'm when it comes to UCLA, I am their biggest critic.
Yeah, no.
I
UCLA.
have another Braves one right now.
UCLA is bad. I have a bunch of Braves.
but hey,
they'll be better
you know
this
what?
year. Watch.
You know what? Speaking of the Braves,
7-5.
holy shit! The Atlanta Braves are riding a wave of momentum after starting the 2025 season 0-7. I'll say that again. They started the season 0-7. Since then, they have gone 18-11, with their overall record being 18-19.
Well, 18-20, they took the L to the Pirates tonight.
God damn it! Anyway, but
they're in third place, and they started 0-7.
I was about to say, with plenty of baseball left to be played, can the Braves get back into the picture and be in contention for the first place spot in the NL East?
So
who's got that right now?
Here's why you say no.
No, I said who has that spot right now? Who's in first?
So I believe Philly
in first. The Mets.
Oh yeah.
So the Mets and the Phillies are in second. The Braves are in third. Here's why the Braves have a really good shot to be the first team ever to go 0-7 to make the playoffs. Not only that, possibly win the division. They're only 6 games back. Acuna Jr. comes back in 2 weeks. Sean Murphy comes back in 2 weeks. Spencer Strider is out there doing well every second game. You've got the reigning NL Cy Young player. You got SS out there mowing motherfuckers down. Austin Riley,
even the rookie, what's his name? He's got like a double last name.
Yeah, SS. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the Braves had some really bad luck with injuries to start the season, but now they're arguably the hottest team in baseball.
Yes. I say yes. Since going 0-7, they went 18-11.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yep. And took 3 or 4 from the Reds. And the Reds were 18-16 when they rolled in. So the Reds were in the Reds were in second place in the Central until they lost 3 or 4 to the Braves. So that was a big series win, taking 3 or 4. The Braves are hot. That's all there is to it. And yes, I with Acuna returning, Sean Murphy returning, I think it's going to be a different ballgame.
You forgot one more thing though. You guys traded that shortstop from Vandy to the Cubs.
Hey, look, Chris is still like
upset. He hates my Diamondbacks for that,
and he can't tell you nothing about the Major League Baseball, but he will constantly mention Dansby Swanson, a guy who strikes out 3 times a game, bro. No, Dansby Swanson, I was perfectly fine with him leaving the Braves and going to the Cubs. Great defensive shortstop, but he's going to strike out 3 times a game, period.
Oh, he even changed the shades to match. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Bro, you talk about me? You went to the 2000s Toronto Blue Jays. They should have stuck with that. They really should have stuck with that. Real talk.
I like this one better than their home hat from that year.
I like their old ones, the old ones they had in the 80s.
Hold on.
What they're rocking right now?
So,
yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's the one I like the best.
Oh, yeah. Classic, but at the same time, it works for modern day.
Now, I know I know we talked about I don't know if you guys started any top fives yet tonight.
Oh, we're about to get into the top five. Don't worry.
I was make sure I didn't miss it.
Oh yeah, no, you're definitely in time. But we're still gonna stay on the topic of baseball. I'm pretty sure with what certain games we've been seeing right now with baseball, it's like we're seeing a crossover of the National Football League. Case in point, the Yankees beat the Brewers 20-9. The Cubs shut out. No shit when I say this. Shut out the Dodgers on their home turf 16-0.
Yeah, and since then the Dodgers have been on a fucking tear.
I know they lost yesterday to Arizona.
Yeah, but they have been busting motherfuckers up until then.
Look, long story short, there's been a lot of games where double digits have been scored. Torpedo bats aside, is this a good look for the Major Baseball League?
So what you're seeing is a direct result of the new rules of baseball, pitch clock, because that affects a hitter's psyche when the pitcher's just standing out there for 30 seconds, and now they've got to make a quick decision. It puts the pressure on the pitcher, not the batter. You're seeing ghost runners in extra innings, like they're doing everything they can to up these scores. And I will tell you, I'm not a fan of the pitch clock. I don't like it, but I'm here for more offense. I'm a defense guy. I'm a pitcher. That's what I did for 18 years of my life. I pitched. But I got to tell you, if I'm a fan, Gen Z, young generation, and I see scores 9-8, I don't appreciate the art of baseball, right? Like we do. And like they're coming into it and they're just seeing runs, and it's a constant fun action, because baseball can be slow. We love it because the poetry it is, but for the new generation, it needs to be pumped up. And that's exactly what they've done. Manfred's done a good job pumping it up, getting the eyes. The problem is this asshole blocks out the team you want to watch in your hometown. That's why he's trash. But the rule changes did what baseball had to do to survive. So I'm here for it.
No, I completely agree. Look, Robert Manfred, he's definitely not the best businessman in the world. And at the same time, it's also like, bro, you want to ban Bally Sports Network, some of the things that we actually get to tune into for certain baseball games, and you want to make it FanDuel Sports Network? Like, the fuck out of here. Now, what I'm about to say is definitely controversial. I do like, the Ghost Runner on second and extra innings. I do like the pitch clock. I do like the bigger bases. Essentially, some of the things that Robert Manfred has doing, I actually like. I'm not even going to deny that. But at the same time, when it comes to being a businessman, yes, he is horrendously horrible. And it's not even close.
Yeah, no. But the changes had to happen, and I will give it to him.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, he definitely saw it as like, hey, you know what? Society is evolving. It's time that we as a sport evolve as well. And he unfortunately delivered.
Except for the blackouts.
Oh, yeah. Facts. Yeah, except for the blackouts. There's no doubt about that.
Glow in the dark.
Oh, man. All right, but we are going to take our final commercial break. We got a whole bunch of topics we're talking about. You're not going to want to miss it. Until then, we will be right back in just a few minutes.
The one you love to hate, Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I'll bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain, well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. I'm rocking my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free.
Nobody can stop me now.
All right. Oh! Letting the test be known. What you got? Oh, the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah.
Okay. And this dude rocking the Montreal Expos, whose greatest player is easily Vladimir Guerrero, and it's not even close.
My mind immediately went to Andre Dawson and Moises Alou. I got to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was
I'll
going
give
along
you-
the lines of Tim Raines.
Andres Galarraga. I mean, so many great players played for the Expos.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I grew up in a time where Vladimir Guerrero was the guy for the Montreal Expos.
I love me some Andre Dawson, though. The Hawk, man. Andres Galarraga. My granddaddy used to call him Galiaga because he couldn't say it. Man, I love the Expos. And that hat is one of my favorite hats in all of sports, though. Besides the flat bill, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, you get no crazy talk out of me. The Montreal Expos, the logo just is so iconic in its own right.
Oh, yeah.
Sucks they're not around anymore.
It really does
Thanks,
suck.
John.
Facts. Straight facts. But we talked about this earlier. Now, the Minnesota Timberwolves went up 3-1 on the LA Lakers, and ESPN First Take decided, hey, LeBron being down 3-1, that's our topic of discussion for the entire fucking show. Then Dwight Howard really tweeted, hey, if LeBron comes back from a 3-1 deficit at age 30, I don't want to hear a discussion of the GOAT debate. Well, spoiler alert, Dwight Howard, that didn't happen. Nah.
Might want to
Michael
check
Jordan.
Dwight Howard for some of that NFL CTE.
Michael Jordan reigns supreme over LeBron James, and it's not even close. I mean, I really feel stupid asking this question, but who is the greatest of all time when you compare LeBron James and Michael Jordan?
I'll be honest with you. That's not the debate. Michael Jordan's the greatest of all time, and it'll never be any different. The real debate is between Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, who is number 2. That is the real debate. Because Michael Jordan was, and always will be, a Bret Hart theme, the GOAT. He's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Well, hold up. I will actually match you on that, and I will say that Michael Jordan was essentially Shawn Michaels during the 90s of basketball. People
yeah.
were fucking intimidated by this dude.
Oh, for sure.
Hold on. I got one for you now.
Ooh.
Michael Jordan essentially became the Undertaker because of his killer instinct, therefore earning a title of the Phenom.
Damn it, I can't even argue that.
The Undertaker was really good off screen, man. Like Shawn Michaels is out there having fights with Marines and sleeping with people's wives. That's a Michael Jordan move more than Undertaker.
It really is.
It really is.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan out there doing all kinds of shit behind the scenes.
I mean, hey, like, look, whatever Shawn Michaels was doing, he was like, hey, I took that personally. And the same way Michael Jordan was like, hey, you know what? Charles Barkley won the MVP. Bet. You can have that. I'm going to win a championship and win the finals MVP.
Right. Look, the real debate between Kobe and LeBron, and LeBron is just so great. The thing about Kobe had the killer instinct, LeBron didn't, but prime LeBron was a fucking menace too. But to answer your question, Michael Jordan, and I'll hear no more crazy talk.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. It's Michael Jordan, and it's not even close. Now, LeBron or delusional LeBron fans on social media will be like, oh, well, you know what? Bill Russell won at least twice as many championships that Michael Jordan won. But at the same time, it's like, no, the conversation is between LeBron and MJ. Like, what the fuck are we talking about right now, huh?
Yeah.
Right. I don't, nah, bro. Michael Jordan over everybody. I mean, it's not a knock on LeBron. It's just a goated what Jordan did.
I mean, look, if you watch The Last Dance, LeBron is featured. Oh, top 5, MJ, MJ. Damn, this is tough. Well, you're supposed to be the greatest player walking this planet, and you mentioned MJ twice, my guy.
Yeah, it's MJ.
He also wore his shoes.
Yeah.
He did.
So
He wears number 23 because of him.
Facts.
I bet you he went to a sports memorabilia shop just to buy a Michael Jordan starting lineup figure.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I guess Terry's hat boy. Look at these comments.
Show me, I can't see him.
Yeah, I was about to pull them up.
To answer Arthur's question, it's not how much money, it's how long it's taking me to get these hats.
Hey,
I'm not ignoring you. I can't see the comments. I'm not on comment control.
Hat is goated. It's not even close.
Look, you
Here,
missed one.
just for Arthur. Just for Arthur.
Oh, he's got the fucking old school Seattle Mariners.
Hey, look, I love me some Griffey Jr. You got no idea.
Oh, sweetest swing in baseball. Argue with the wall.
So I've been at this collection for 11 plus years. So it's not that I'm rich. It just I try not to duplicate, and some hats are really hard to find that I'm still trying to get. However, I am not ignoring you because I cannot see the comments unless I'm guessing Andrew's the one posting them.
No, James, it's his show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, James posted them. Oh, if you want to see where I really dumped some money into, we go into my hockey jersey collection.
Ooh.
But again, I still have jerseys from when I was like 15 years old.
You got a fucking Gretzky jersey, don't you?
I wish
I
I
have.
did.
I have a Gretzky, yes. I have a Robitaille. I have a Yuri Curry. I have a Dave Taylor. I have a Jonathan Quick.
Oh,
I have a guy who played one season when I wish they would have got rid of Jeremy Roenick instead.
bro,
I have
you
a
literally said Jonathan Quick, and I instantly got PTSD.
Hey, look, in my day, it was
Texas.
it was Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, Yamir, Patrick White. This dude said, "Where you live?" Yeah, I love hockey. I always have. And now we got Bedard. We just need to fucking give him somebody. Give the dude something, something.
The fucking draft was fucking rigged for the fucking Islanders to get the number 1 overall pick. It literally should have came down to Trashville, Chicago, and San Jose. How the fucking Islanders got the goddamn number 1 overall pick is a fucking mystery that Sherlock Holmes can't even solve.
I could solve it for you. They need to get away from the lottery system.
Yeah, they do.
Everything needs to go just like the NFL does.
I was about to say, you know what? The NHL really needs to incorporate what they have going on. Like the worst team in the league obviously gets the number 1 overall pick. And then obviously the Chicago Blackhawks definitely get the second pick in the draft, and Trashville gets the 3rd, and so on and so forth.
Right, agreed. I don't know. I've never been a fan of the lottery, so I guess it's just one of those. I don't know. The Islanders really.
Yeah, right. Like they literally finished 500, and they get the number 1 pick in the NHL draft. Make it fucking make sense.
I guess it is what it is, but hey, all about the Blackhawks.
Facts. To the Chelsea Dagger. But hey, we're going to move on from the greatest of all time debate, and we are going to go into the top 5 ballparks you would want to visit.
I got my list.
I got my list too.
Now, when we say visit, it means we haven't been to them yet, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I guess I got to rule out Wrigley then.
That's fair. But hey, Terry, number 5, who you got?
Number 5 for me, I would have to say Coors Field.
That would be cool.
Go to a primetime game. Never have to worry about running out of Coors because they got a direct line from the brewery.
They do.
That they do.
Look for the purple row of seats so I could say I'm above a mile high watching baseball.
Yeah, you'll get no crazy talk. I think it's a cool one.
Hey, you get no crazy talk out of me because number 5, I got Coors Field as well. I mean, look, the Rockies suck. There's no doubt about that. But, I mean, just attending the Coors Field Stadium, hey, scratch that off your bucket list.
Yeah.
Yep. I got Busch Stadium. I would really like to go there. So much history there. Albert Pujols and even further back. I don't know. For me, Busch Stadium, number 5.
No crazy talk here. I mean, look, I've been to the old Busch Stadium. I think it was the new Busch Stadium. But hey, no crazy talk. You're in for a wild fucking treat, for real.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Number 4, Terry, what do you got?
I'm going to have to, as crazy as it sounds, I've never been to a Diamondbacks home game. I've always been a road warrior for them. So I want to put Chase Field at number 4.
Nice.
Okay.
So no one can ever accuse me of being a fanboy.
No, I've been to Truist Park, so I can't use the Braves.
So number 4, I gotta go with arguably one of the best scenery parks. Number 4, I'm gonna go PNC Park.
Very nice. I'll have more on that later. I love PNC Park.
That's Frisco, right?
No, that's Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's Pittsburgh.
love the retro Phillies, by the way.
Thank
Right.
you. I'm waiting for somebody to post a comment. Who does this guy have? Where's he get his drug money from? Has he
No.
commented again?
No.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Number 4 for me is Petco. I
That
would
is a nice
love
one.
to go to Petco. That's definitely going to be bucket list or whatever you want to call it at that point for me.
If you go, I have to remember the name of the hotel I was at. Basically, the hotel was, I walk out of the main entrance, and keep in mind, it was in the middle of the gas lamp district in San Diego. So all the lamps are run off of gas, not electricity. You got like
Sure.
bars, restaurants, live music, and then you walk down the street, you take a left, walk maybe another 100 feet, and boom, there's the gate over by the left field foul pole.
Yeah,
And if the Padres are losing, which they were at this time, you take your son to the playground they already have inside the stadium.
I think that's cool. I really want to go.
I'm about to later.
Got to find out who Arthur's favorite team is.
Hey, Petco, good choice. Really good fucking choice.
I love it.
All right, Terry, number 3. Who you got?
Well, did you give us your number 4?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay. Number 3, I don't know the name of the park, but it's home of the Giants.
Oh, Oracle.
Okay, or yeah.
Yeah,
I would love to
good
win
choice.
but yeah.
Really good choice, for
I've
real.
driven by it. I'd never been in it because when we went up there to visit the place, they were out of town because I was actually looking to go there, and I wasn't gonna go see an Oakland A's game over at their prison coliseum.
Right.
That's fair. All right, so number 3 for me, I lived in this place for 2.5 years. How I didn't go to that stadium is beyond me, but number 3, I'm going to have to go to T-Mobile Park where the Seattle Mariners play.
That's I always wanted to go see Seattle, especially when they had the Mariner Dome. But yeah, I would like. I mean, Seattle's a shithole. I don't know if I want to go to the actual city, but I'd love to see the baseball park.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, how I didn't go to a Mariners versus Yankees game. Sherlock, get your fucking ass in here.
It happens. Number 3 for me is PNC Park. It's so beautiful. We're actually going up to Pittsburgh at some point. I can't remember when we talked about it, so we're gonna catch a game at PNC, and then we're gonna catch a game at Wrigley with you. So I'm excited. But for me, number 3 is PNC.
For sure. Oh, love the fucking Angels hat. But Terry, number
At
2.
this point, I'm trying to guess Arthur's favorite team.
That's fair. But what is the number 2 park you would love to visit?
I'm going off from what I've seen on pictures, and it was kind of a tough one between Busch, but I decided to go instead of Busch with Target Field in Minnesota.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hey, another shithole, but I would like to see the baseball stadium. Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Seems like the shitholes have the nicest stadiums.
Hey,
except Oakland. Case in point.
Yeah, unfortunately, fucking Oakland is moving to Las Vegas, so there's that.
I can't wait. I'm gonna go visit that stadium. I got a cousin out there. I'm gonna go stay with him. Go watch some games there.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
gonna be a nice stadium. You already know.
I don't give a fuck if I'm living in Illinois by that time. Hey, I'll make that drive.
We'll
Oh,
try
yeah.
to meet up there at the same time.
Hell yeah. All right, but number 2, I'm going back to my Navy days. How the fuck I didn't visit this park is beyond me. But number 2, I'm going to have to go with the San Diego Padres of Petco Park.
Yeah, that was also on my list. I would love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. I'm with you on that 100%.
We're at 1.
No, I've got to do my number 2.
Y'all were like
Who you
paused
got?
looking at me like, okay, it's me. Nah,
Number 2 for me is Wrigley Field, or Wrigley Stadium, as James likes to call it. It is a dream of mine to go and see the Ivy and all that. So number 2 definitely for me, Wrigley Field. I have been to a Boston game, so I've seen Fenway. That's why it's not on my list. But Wrigley Field number 2.
Well, here's to hoping that the Braves visit when you come to visit.
Hey, I'm with it. We're going. We already said we're going to a Chicago game and a Pittsburgh Pirates game. So
Absolutely.
hopefully we can come when the Braves are there.
I would fucking love that.
Me too.
All right. Number 1, Mr. Terry, who you got that you would love to visit?
this has been a dream stadium since I was little, strictly because of the historic value. Again, it's not Wrigley, because I've been there. I did love it though. But my number one stadium, like Andrew mentioned earlier, you already been to the game, is Fenway.
It is a historic stadium. The Green Monster and all that.
Oh, here it
Fortunately, I got to see it. Unfortunately, I've never watched a game there. I have been inside it on a non-game day. But
I've been there, and it's definitely worth going to. Just pray to God and pray to CM Pope that you are not a Yankees fan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I won't go with my uncle then. Here we go.
Yeah, PNC was number 3 on my list, JT.
Facts. Oh, you got the, what is it? Old school Texas Rangers?
Yes. That's the Nolan Ryan special.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Hey, look. So there's a dude I follow on TikTok. His name is the Older Millennial, and he talked about the greatest of all time, but he talked about sports in general, and mentioned that Nolan Ryan is the greatest of all time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not even going to argue that. I mean, the dude really pitched 300 plus pitches in a game, and then the other day, after pitching 300 plus pitches, went back onto the mound.
Yeah, he was the toughest pitcher that ever lived. That's a fact. Robin Ventura learned his lesson when trying to charge the man on that big motherfucker.
I mean,
Nolan Ryan was massive human being too.
I mean, Nolan Ryan took a line drive from Bo fucking Jackson and still pitched.
Yep, blood everywhere.
You know how badass you gotta be to do that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
God. But look, I'll say this: number 1 park I want to visit. How I've been here for 5 fucking years and still didn't visit this stadium is a mystery that Sherlock Holmes himself couldn't even solve. Number 1, I'm going Chase Field with the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah, I want to see that too. It did not make my list because there's a lot I haven't seen that y'all have. But it's a beautiful stadium for sure.
Well, I haven't seen too many. Let's see. Well, I've been to Dodger Stadium, garbage. I don't care about the historic value. There's like nothing. I don't know. I just hate driving in LA.
Yes.
Been to Anaheim. Very beautiful stadium. I like it, especially after they remodeled it. When they went from the one I had to the red hatted Angels.
Yeah, the traffic compared to Anaheim and the LA Dodgers has got to be night and day.
Terry, who was your number 1? I missed it.
Fenway.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good choice. Very good choice.
Been to Petco. That was my favorite one. Visiting so far. Well, no, Wrigley was my favorite. Surely because of the historic value. Petco would have to be number 2 just because of not just the stadium itself was great, but the surrounding area was just as good, and you don't have to even get in your car. You can walk around and everything's right there.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And the water isn't a far walk either.
That's how Truist Field is. If you've never been there, it is super, super accessible.
That stadium is easily top 10 for me.
Which one did you say?
No, I said Truist is really cool. Number 1 for me is Yankee Stadium. Right, period.
That's fair.
I mean, come on. It's Yankee Stadium. I want to see it.
That would have been my number 6.
We drove through the Bronx when we went to Salem, and I just wanted to go.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what. When you come out to Chicago, you're going to get the second best thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I can't wait to go to Wrigley Field. Cannot wait.
I thought he was going to say a hot dog.
Oh, yeah, it's a ballpark. I'm going to get a hot dog. I'm going to get some ice cream.
It's got to be a Chicago dog.
I'm going to get my wife a beer because I don't drink. So she'll drink
you have a hot dog at the game and then a deep dish pizza for dinner that night.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We'll definitely have some pizza while we're there. We love pizza.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the stuff that Wrigley has going on is just absolutely insanity.
For sure.
Now, I'm not sure how much time we have on the show. But if you want to do a quick another top 5, this is for, I think we discussed before, for stadiums that are either no longer active or are torn down that you would have loved to have visited.
So that I would need some time.
So stadiums that are still standing?
No, ones that are gone.
Both.
Oh, okay.
Like, for example, you could say the Astrodome. The Astrodome, I think, is still standing. They use it for storage, I think.
Yeah.
Montreal.
Okay.
But then you could also say stadium like the original Yankee Stadium with Brooklyn Dodgers.
I mean, Fulton County Stadium. Like, I would need time to prepare for that. There are so many baseball stadiums that aren't there that I would love to visit. Yeah, everyone you mentioned so far, Astrodome, Old Yankee Stadium.
Kingdome.
Hey, look, I'll say this. Minute Maid Park really needs to bring back the fucking hill in center field.
Yeah, that'll never gonna happen with the MLBPA. Yeah, we're gonna put a big fucking mound in the middle of the outfield, so your person can tear their ACL while trying to catch a fly ball, and that's a dead.
It's what made the stadium so iconic, though.
I know, but yeah, no, I'm sure that's why they got rid of it. Player safety.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I'll agree with that 100%.
It was awesome, though. I did love it. Ain't gonna lie.
For sure. All right. So, it is currently Friday night, but we're going into the weekend, and we're going to make some MLB fucking predictions, baby. First up, we got the New York Yankees going into Sacramento. Take on the Athletics?
Doesn't sound right coming off the tongue, does it?
No, it really doesn't.
I mean, the Athletics are 20-18, bro. You
They
can't.
have a good team. Unfortunately, their owner fucking sucks.
I mean, they're a good team, but they ain't beating the Yankees.
Oh yeah. No, I'm definitely taking the Yankees for sure.
Are they just going to start a 3-game series?
Yes,
Yeah.
You know what? I'll let Andrew do his first crazy talk with me. I'm gonna say A's 2 out of 3.
that's
Ooh.
There we go.
they're not beating the Yankees in a
Okay.
series. Give me the Yankees for the sweep.
I'll take the Yankees as well. Next game up, we got the Milwaukee Brewers going into the Yankees spring training stadium.
Oh, the Rays.
Well, that's what happens when you don't invest money in a fucking retractable roof, Tampa Bay.
You know, that was a fucked up hurricane.
Yes.
The Brewers are the best bad team in baseball, bro. I mean, I don't know what is going on with them. The Rays, they're at home. I think the Brewers are gonna put it together. Give me the Brewers 2 out of 3.
Ooh, okay.
I'll say Brewers with the sweep.
He's got that AL East bias going over there. He's trying to fight that demon.
And
I mean, that's true. That's true.
I'm hoping they upgrade
I
from the
mean,
plastic
look, I
bag
do
roof.
want to go with the Brewers right now, but at the same time, it's like they've lost so many games, and they've lost those games by so many fucking points.
They have a better record than the Rays.
That's true. You know what? I'm gonna go crazy talk and go with the Tampa Bay Rays.
I mean, the Brewers have some head scratching losses. That's not crazy talk.
All right. Anyways, next up, we got the Boston Red Sox going into Kansas City to take on the fucking Royals.
Kansas City and Atlanta are the two hottest teams in baseball right now, and the Dodgers. Kansas City is really, really good, and they play really, really, really mistake-free baseball. I am high on the Red Sox. You know I am, but I think the Royals win this series. They're the hotter team.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, the Royals really do have a young, talented lineup. And on top of that, Bobby Witt Jr. is essentially the face of the franchise. Aside from Vinny Pasquantino, tell me you're Italian without telling me you're Italian. Like, holy fuck.
Yep, I'm gonna stick with the Royals.
Yeah. Terry, who you got in this series?
I will also go with the Royals, but it's gonna be fairly close games, I think, in all of them.
I think so too. I think the
No
Red Sox
blowouts whatsoever.
I think
Oh, yeah.
they're a good team.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll agree to that as well. Next game up, this is essentially just a throwaway game. We got the Miami Marlins going into Comiskey Park or Great Field, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We got the Miami Marlins taking on the Chicago White Sox.
You know what though? Chicago White Sox have played the hardest schedule in baseball. I just saw that on ESPN, and they've managed to win 11 games out of that with the team that they have. Man, I'm a bigger believer in them than I am the Miami Marlins, bro. Give me the White Sox to win this series.
Damn. Okay. Terry, who you got?
Since it's a interleague play, is it 1 or 2 games, or two or 3?
I think it's a 3-game series.
Yeah, it might be.
It's like looking at your twin when I see this, because the Marlins are like the NL White Sox right now.
So I will go ahead and tell you the White Sox won game 1 tonight.
Okay, what was the score?
I was like 6-1.
Ooh.
Damn.
That's I'll say Miami takes the next two just to continue breaking the hearts of the other team in Chicago.
I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna have to go with the Chicago White Sox.
Don't let
Look,
your family hear you say that.
they really put up the worst record in MLB history, but they're finally deciding to be like, hey, we have a farm system?
I think the White Sox win that series.
But speaking of Chicago, we got the Cubs going into Citi Field to take on the New York Mets.
So, a battle of the division leaders, right? The Mets have been hot, but we all know what happens to the Mets when the chips are down. Gosh, I'm looking at it. The Mets are just menaces at home. I know this is gonna make you say crazy talk, but I think the Mets take 2 out of 3. And they won tonight, by the way. The Mets did.
Yeah. Fuck.
7-2.
Yeah, god damn it.
But I got the Mets 2 out of 3. Chicago will take 1 in New York.
Oh, for sure. Terry, what say you?
It's going to be a combination of two things here. One, James is going to get mad. 2, Andrew's going to say crazy talk. I'm going to say Mets with the sweep.
Mets are really good at home. But to sweep the Cubs, I don't think so. I think
say
the
it.
Cubs won.
I deserve
that's
it.
not essentially crazy talk, my man.
I see. The Mets are leading a division, though. I mean, it's hard to call crazy talk when the Mets are playing like they're playing, but I don't see any way Chicago doesn't at least get 1 in this series.
Oh, for sure.
James?
Yeah, no, I don't see it either. But next game up, we got a battle of the NL West as the LA Dodgers go into Arizona to take on the Diamondbacks.
Give me the Dodgers.
I was going to say, ultimately, I really think this is going to come down to the pitching. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take the Dodgers.
Arizona, 2 out of 3 since they already won the first game.
Dodgers are up 8-3 right now. So, and I think they win tomorrow too. Give me the Dodgers.
Yeah. All right, next game up, we got the Toronto Blue Jays heading to Washington State to take on the Seattle Mariners, who are leading
Just for
the
James, since I didn't wear it enough.
West.
The Mariners are in first place.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Also, still love the hat.
Yeah.
It had a short debut because it was overshadowed by the 80s one.
Give me the Mariners in this series.
Facts. I'll take the Mariners as well.
If it was later in the year, I would take the Blue Jays, but since it's early in the year and Houston's eventually going to get their wheels going again, they'll all the way back up to first, I'm sure.
Toronto is currently leading that game 5-1, though.
All right. This is sure to be a good one, especially if Pittsburgh has a pitcher that can deliver, as the Atlanta Braves go into PNC Park to take on the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Pittsburgh stole one tonight. They won't win another one. The Braves are going to win the next 2. The way they're playing right now versus the way Pittsburgh's playing right now, nothing can convince me that Pittsburgh can win a series against Atlanta at this moment. Give me the Braves.
Yeah, I was going to say, who are the starting pitchers for the next few games for Pittsburgh versus Atlanta?
Tomorrow is SS. Yeah, baby.
Spencer Strider?
No. Smith Sauer. He's the 2 last name guy.
Okay. Oh, yeah. No,
And the
he's
Pirates,
definitely been holding it down before Spencer Strider came back.
the Pirates have Hurney, who has a 4 ERA, and then the game 3 is the reigning Cy Young winner Chris Sale for the Atlanta Braves versus C. Medelwinski with a 6.16 ERA. Give me the Braves.
Yeah, Chris Sale is a fucking cheat code.
Braves.
Just to spite you, after your Dodger comment, I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh 2 out of 3.
They're going to have to go through Smith Schroyer and Chris Sale.
Smith Schroyer is a fucking phenom.
He is. Two of our best pitchers going back to back. That does not bode well for the Pirates.
All right, but so Atlanta versus Pittsburgh. Terry, who you got?
He chose Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to spite him, remember?
Just to spite me.
That's fair.
All
All
right.
right.
South Carolina Chris.
All right, though. Next game up, we got the St. Louis Cardinals going into Washington, D.C. to take on the Nationals.
Hey, at least my team's good, Terry. Yeah, give me the Cardinals. The Nationals are ass. Give me the Cardinals, maybe even for a sweep.
We're in 4th place at 4.5 back from the Dodgers, so our division ain't that bad either, except for the Rockies.
The Rockies are ass, bro.
I know.
Yeah, give me the Cardinals in the sweep.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely take the Cardinals as well. But the Nationals definitely are going to take a step forward this season. They have the right players, so expect them to be a contender in the NL East.
Nah, they fucked up when they got rid of Bryce Harper.
They won a series without him.
I mean, the Mets are good, the Braves are good, and the Phillies are good. I don't foresee the Nats coming up anytime soon.
Mets are going to fucking choke like they always do.
I'm not going to disagree, but the Nats.
I was going to say, what was it, 2022, 2023? The Mets had 100-plus days in first, and they choked it away to the Braves?
Once they get rid of that Bobby Bonilla contract, they'll be able to afford another big name.
$1 million a year.
Oh, yeah. 15 years, $765 million contract. Defense sold separately.
Oh, my gosh. Why?
Because Juan Soto wanted to go where the money was.
Oh, wait, I thought we were talking about Bobby Bonilla still.
No, contracts like that didn't exist back in those days.
I was like, he wasn't even a top 20 player during that time. He was on his way out the door.
No. No, I think he had a $25 million deal deferred over 25 years or something like that.
I mean, you ain't lying. But next game up, we got the Philadelphia Phillies going into Cleveland to take on the Indians.
Man, Cleveland fell on some hard times and fell behind Detroit, who I told you was going to be good, by the way. Fell behind Detroit. And Philadelphia fell on some hard times and fell behind the Mets. But Philadelphia is the better team. But Cleveland at home is almost unfucking beatable, bro. Give me Cleveland 2 out of 3 over the Phils. Cleveland's 12-5 at home this year.
Okay. Good choice. No crazy talk here.
I'll agree with Andrew on the 2 out of 3.
Yep.
But give me Philly.
Yeah, no, I'll agree to that as well. Next game up, we got the Texas Rangers going into Comerica Park against the AL Central leading Detroit Tigers?
Yeah, so I'm high on Detroit. I told you before the year Detroit was going to be good. Our preview show, I said
it's essentially Detroit versus everybody right now.
Oh, yeah. like Detroit's gonna win this series against the Rangers if they don't just mess around and sweep them. Detroit is that good. Give me Detroit.
Yeah, I'll take Detroit as well. And on
Same
top
here.
of that, I mean, what Javier Baez is doing in center field right now, and on top of
See you, Gary.
that, like
You guys
what he's
have a good
doing
one.
at the plate, like we're literally seeing the Chicago Cubs version of Javier Baez.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm very high on the Tigers, bro. Like I have been since before the I was high on them last year, if you remember. Their second half run was fucking astronomical.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I even think I said like I wouldn't be surprised if it was a three-way tie between the Indians, the Royals, and the Tigers.
Yeah, for sure. 3 great teams. We nailed that before the season.
Oh yeah. But next up, we got the Cincinnati Reds, and I've been watching MLB Central, and there's a certain somebody who loves quoting my boy, the megastar, with everybody saying Ellie De La Cruz, yeah, as the Cincinnati Reds go into Houston to take on the Astros.
So I'm trying to pull up because they played today too. The Astros won today. But the Reds have their ace going tomorrow. It's in Houston. I think Cincinnati wins tomorrow and Houston wins game 3. I think Houston takes 2 out of 3.
Yeah, looking at the records, that really wouldn't surprise me.
No.
I mean, the Reds are sitting at 19-21. The Astros are currently sitting at 19-18. They're what, middle of the pack for the AL West?
And they won game 1. They already beat the Reds once today, and then they've got 2 more games at home. I think the Astros win 2 out of 3.
Oh yeah, and Houston at home is just
a different beast.
Yeah, it's a different breed. Yeah, could not agree more.
Yeah, Houston's 11-7 at home, so that's a pretty good record.
Oh yeah. All right, though. Next game up, we got the San Francisco Giants, who are trailing the San Diego Padres and the LA Dodgers in the NL West as they go into Minnesota to take on the Twins.
Is there a more disappointing team to you? Well, to me, there's not a more disappointing team than the Twins. The Twins have all the right parts to be a very good team, and they're just not. And the Giants are. Giants will win this series.
Yeah, no, the Giants are definitely going to take this series. But you mentioned a disappointing team. Well, the San Diego Padres are going into Colorado to take on the Rockies, who are definitely a very disappointing team this year.
San Diego Padres offense plus Coors Field tells me that they're going to beat the hell out of the Rockies and sweep them. Maybe like 10-0 all 3 games.
Hey, we knew this, though, for the Colorado Rockies.
6-31, bro. Terrible.
Very terrible. Very terrible. Last game up, we got the last place team, the Baltimore Orioles, as they go into Anaheim to take on the LA Angels of Anaheim.
So both of these teams are in last place. The Angels were just in first place 13 days ago.
Yep.
And now they're in last place 7 games out. There's not a bigger fall than the Angels. Baltimore is very disappointing as well, but I think the Angels, bro, like they're 3-7 in their last 10. They fell apart. Give me Baltimore to win this series.
I'll take Baltimore as well. I mean, look, the Angels really had Shohei Ohtani and fucking Mike Trout and couldn't do a damn thing with them.
That's true.
You know how bad of an organization you got to be to have two of the most generational players in MLB history and do nothing with it?
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely taking the Baltimore Orioles in this series.
Yeah, definitely. He wants down.
Oh, man. But, hey, it's Friday night. We're having a good time, and I want to thank you for being able to come on, especially on your vacation, my man.
Love it.
I love it as well. Hey, know your limits, but have fun. Tell the wife I said hi, and as always, enjoy your Friday night.
Thanks, man.
All right, all right, all right. So I decided to take a different approach for tonight's episode. I wanted to take the Pat McAfee approach. And hey, I really think that tonight was a big success of taking the Pat McAfee show approach. And I'm not even disappointed in that. But tomorrow night, we got WWE Backlash. After that, we got UFC 315. You're not going to want to miss it. Look, I will stream the fight. All right. I'll say that again. I am streaming the fight, but the fucking camera is on me, and I will make sure that the volume is turned up for everybody that tunes in for WWE Backlash and UFC 315. I will make sure that the volume is turned up so y'all can hear what is going on. I'm pretty sure that the main event is going to be John Cena versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Oh my God. Is tomorrow going to be a marathon? And I cannot wait. Until then, peace out.